Good evening, happy Wednesday from a literally perfect evening here at the Boathouse. Why is it perfect? Because I just ate at the Boathouse. I'm still at the Boathouse. Disney Springs is opening, and you're here to spend and enjoy it with me. I am Lou Mangello I am the man behind the mask. Thank you so very much for being, I hope you can hear me okay. Thank you so much for being here again. We were live earlier today. I appreciate you spending your afternoon with me as we wandered Disney Springs literally for the first time in forever, and got to sort of really relish and enjoy the fact that things are starting to slowly get back to normal. And it was an afternoon that we've all been waiting for months, and I was happy to be able to bring it to you. Hopefully bring a little bit of happiness to your day. I just finished dinner at the Boathouse. If I sound like my voice is quivering just a little bit, it's because it's even better than I remembered. I was tempted to go live from there, but you did not want to see what was going on at our table. I was able to be joined by some family, by some friends, and I thought it would be fun tonight. The timing is perfect. We're a little late, so thank you for being patient, but it's a beautiful night. The sun is just starting to set, and I thought we would talk a little bit about, what's happening here at Disney Springs, what it looks like here at night. Clearly, you can see a lot more guests have come in tonight than have been here earlier today. I'm going to be joined by a whole bunch of knuckleheads. One or two of them I actually consider friends. I'll let you sort of figure out who they are. It's Jason Knapp from Here with the Magic.
Hello, hello.
Also the man behind the mask. Wait, I just saw Heidi Goldsworthy right there. It's Zach Brown from not the Zach Brown Band, but the Zach Brown Show.
Hi, everybody.
Which is a podcast from what I hear.
Yeah.
I'm going to figure out what this podcasting is sooner or later. Lisa Noto Glassner from the Castle Run and Core Memory Candles.org. And Kenneth Johnson still does not have a website. We're going to figure something out for Kenneth. It's Stephanie Perry Bullock. We cheer. Remember when we used to cheer at races together?
Yes.
And Deanna Mangello.
Someday it'll be. Yes.
Somewhere back there is the man. Right there.
There he is.
Nicholas. My boy. My little man. Jimmy Styles is back there I don't know if Jimmy Styles actually has a website or not, but let's go take a walk. Let's see a little bit about what Disney Springs looks like tonight, and then we'll find a spot maybe by the water to chat about our impressions of what it looks, what it feels, and yes, even what it tasted like tonight. Boathouse was so good. Dare I say better than I remember?
had such a small piece of cake.
It was amazing.
It was such a good night. It was such a good night. So, all right, let's we're gonna get mobile. We're gonna start walking, and we're gonna figure out.
Did you know these flags spelled the boathouse?
I do, as a matter of fact. Did you just know that, or did you actually?
I just Googled it and did the translation. That's awesome. Details, baby.
I wanted to tell that lady who's just like, oh, should we go try this restaurant? I don't know, like, it's the best restaurant.
It's the best.
It's the best. I mean,
Get the tuna poke.
oh my God, so many good. Wait, don't spoil it. All right, or should we walk?
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna start walking. All right, we're gonna start walking. We're gonna find a place where we can stand or sit. You don't want to see me. Let me let you see what Disney Springs looks like tonight. Again, if you're watching live, thank you for being here. Please tag and invite a friend to watch alongside with us. We could not have asked for a better night weather-wise. There's a, it's not. Dare I say it's not quite Florida humid yet either. I don't even care. I'm just so happy to be here. It doesn't matter. The weather doesn't even matter. But you can see very quickly, people are back at the Instagram walls.
Yeah, it's kind of starting. Every
Around Orlando, does it get to the...
usually by the ear muffs.
I have one. I have Nah, I'm not gonna get a hotel. I'll leave early in the morning and then I have all day.
Did you know that the very first video I ever did was a T-Rex cafe? You don't really care, but, you know, it makes for a good story. That's where I met Steve Schussler. Oh, we can even maybe take these tables here. What do you say we pull over a bunch of tables and chairs right here?
You missed the sunset.
I know.
It was glorious.
No, but we can probably pull chairs over. Chairs are probably okay. Let me just quickly show everybody the beautiful sunset. I wanted to show you just quickly just how beautiful the sunset is. And look, of course, boathouse in the distance. It is an absolutely gorgeous night here in Springs. having some gimbal issues. Wait a minute. All right, hang on. Let me get myself set up here. Hold on. Woefully unprepared. Wait a minute. I was so excited to go live. I didn't have my little tripod ready. Thank you.
Did it?
Yeah, it's getting, I don't know why the gimbal's all wonky. I want to fix that in a second. Thanks. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that, but all right, let's do this. Oi. Sorry, we're having I'm having gimbal issues here. 1 second.
Are you filming yet?
We are running into some gimbals.
Louder.
There you go.
Every time.
Come on this side there, amigo. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong here, but
You got a little stand on the end of it.
yeah, but for some reason the gimbal is all kinds of vercocked here. Wait a second. There we go. Well, it'll do ish.
I was told there'd be a wide angle lens on me.
This is wide. This is wide. Come in here. Give me a can. Come through. Oh my god. Wow.
So fancy.
Wow. What did you do to my gimbal? Oh my gosh.
Do you have?
I do have a regular tripod, yeah.
Do you want me to get it
I still
out?
don't figure out how to use my gimbal.
If you don't get it attached, just make it like a roller coaster.
There we go. Let's try that and see if that does it. All right. So here, let me back out so you guys can come in closer.
Hi, Linda.
Closer, closer, too close.
Oh my gosh,
What
Terry's
attraction?
on here. I think I'm gonna go.
Terry, what the heck did you do?
I think it was Terry. Terry broke it.
Oh, maybe I didn't bring it. Oh, yes, I did. All right, hold on. We're going to
And how further away from the camera?
hold that for a second. Talk amongst yourselves. This is why you always have backup.
It is so nice. This weather is gorgeous.
It is, isn't it?
Absolutely gorgeous.
I lost my family somewhere along the way, but
Carrie Zeri's here.
you just call it Carrie Zeri like Harry Carey. There we go. When all else fails, you go OG.
Jeremy Goff.
Who?
Jeremy Goff.
That guy owes me money.
Jeremy and I may actually be working on a little secret project right now.
Oh God. Is it going to be fixing my gimbal?
Do you want me to throw that in the lake?
That's next week.
So we just, for those of you just joining us, we had a wonderful day today wandering around Disney Springs for the grand reopening. We just had a lovely meal together. We will get to that. But why don't you all go around the horn, introduce yourself, and give us your thoughts on the sort of the grand reopening of Disney Springs, what it means to you, what it feels like for you, and save the food reviews for later.
I think it's actually a lot easier and a lot...
By the way, his name is Zach Brown. He's from the Zach
I
Brown
don't know, I was
Show.
supposed to announce myself, I'm sorry. I think it's a lot better than we had all anticipated. I think getting in was incredibly easy. They had people there to check your temperature. It was just seconds, and then we were, on our way and in. They've got some arrows on the narrower walkways, but it's mostly open, and I think it's been a wonderful time.
Oh, wait. Just let me know when you're ready.
Jesus.
There's like trap doors all over the table.
Like your phone is wearing a high-heeled shoe. You finished? You ready?
Yes.
So the only thing that's weird about being here is this. Like this is the only thing that's different. So
Yeah.
This is the only thing that's weird about being here.
well, I come with. I'm used to me.
She's speechless.
I'm losing my mask. No, parking was easy. You walked in, it was super easy. And yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful night. There's people bustling about. It's not empty. It's not crowded. It's not empty. My mask is falling off
You're doing it wrong.
as I'm talking. But no, the only thing that's different is wearing this mask. That's it. And it's. I mean, I'm sure in August this is going to be much worse. But it's a gorgeous night tonight, so it's other than it making it difficult to talk and making it weird to talk, like I'm not bothered by the temperature.
I don't think your difficulty to talk tonight has anything to do with your mask. I think it's just, it's just nature.
I never have difficulty talking.
You said it, not me.
I'm Jason Knapp here with the Magic. I think
Every time you say here with the Magic, it's going to cost you $1, just so you know.
Well, that's cheaper than you
It's
said
going to
last
double.
time.
It's going to double every time you say
It seems like such a bargain. I thought it's fantastic to be back for one, but it's such a nice evening, and the crowd levels actually are pretty good. Like there's more people here now than there were earlier in the day, which it's nice. It kind of feels it actually feels like it's kind of coming back to normal, right? Like I'm so happy. Yeah, I'm so happy.
Yeah, I would have to echo that. I think it's a wonderful evening, and I agree with Lisa that this is really the only weird thing other than some of us. But
It's only weird because it keeps fogging my glasses.
yeah. And it's a little weird just to see everyone else like this too, and you're not able to tell if people are happy or whatever. But I think
So
most
I'm
people
gonna
are happy.
respectfully, for the sake of conversation, I'm gonna respectfully disagree because I get the sense that everybody's happy. Like
Yeah,
I was afraid that losing this, we're not gonna be able to read the emotion, but you can see it in people's eyes.
Okay.
Like I see the smolder in your eyes. Like I can understand what you're trying to emote, but I think we can see. Like I do. Like when I was here today,
How about now?
I felt. Stop it. But I did. I sort of felt that everybody was. I mean, the cast members have been outstanding from the time that you park in the garage, welcoming you, making you feel comfortable. Like they haven't skipped a beat, and almost even more so, are making sure you feel comfortable in what is a very new and potentially uncomfortable feeling. I didn't get that at all. From the second that I parked to getting my temperature scanned, which takes about 3 seconds. But even walking around, I just get the sense that people are happy. They are exercising social distancing and adhering to the policies and procedures without sort of having told to go and do it. It doesn't feel very abnormal. Like, yes, the masks are different, but I sometimes forget about it. Like I try and forget best I can.
And I haven't seen anyone walking around enforcing any social distancing measures, but I've also not seen anyone who's not respecting them.
Right.
I think that there's a good sort of spirit in the air about the precautions.
Everybody's wearing a mask,
Yeah.
except while you're eating or drinking, which is understandable. But yeah, and the signage, and I said this earlier, so forgive me if you were watching, I really applaud Disney. I think there's a psychological aspect to not necessarily the signs, which blend in, I think, very easily and seamlessly, but I think on the ground, the markings on the ground are small, they blend into the pavement, and they say, please stand here, as opposed to do not stand here. which you see a lot in other parks and other places that are open. And I think psychologically, there's a big difference between being told, do not do this, as opposed to, please do this.
Yeah.
I think it puts you at ease and makes you feel more comfortable being here than the opposite. Or am I overthinking the psychology of it?
No,
I think that's right.
I think there's definitely a voluntary goodwill here on people's part to observe the measures, and it feels great.
So somebody said, I've seen people walking by without masks. The only people who are doing it have a beverage in their hand, or they have food in their hands. So you've been here most of the day too.
Right.
Like, people are not walking around without masks unless they are carrying food with them.
Right.
I haven't seen anybody else doing it.
And it was the same in the restaurant too. Everyone had a mask on. If you
Yeah,
weren't
the
eating.
etiquette seemed to be you wear the mask until you get to your table with your
right,
group,
right,
and then
with
once
your
you
group.
get up from the table, you put it back on.
Right.
But
Right.
Definitely variable. So how did it feel? Like, what's the feel
The
and the
feeling
vibe
is
here?
amazing. Can I tell you, it's amazing to be here. It's amazing to be out. It's amazing to be around people. It's amazing to see everybody so happy, even though you can't see my smile. But I'm very happy.
Put your mask on. You're the worst
You're
example in the
grounded.
world.
oh my gosh, we're all infected.
That's the truth. I'm
We have a
sorry.
2319.
I think they're gonna live. But it's real. It's a really happy environment. So it's really good. It's good to be here, and I can't wait till all you can all get here too. So.
Here we say it's nice to not be crowded for one day.
Yeah.
I
One
know.
day of not being
And it's
crowded.
not. Yeah, it's really nice. It's not crowded. It's so nice.
Which I think serves a number of different masters, right? It allows us to sort of ease back into this. It allows the cast members and the restaurants, who are obviously not used to doing things this way, allows them to slowly ease into at least what the current protocols are
Absolutely.
in terms of service.
I don't know. I'm sorry I wasn't here, but I'm sure Lou spoke about coming into Springs, how organized it was, and how everyone was so wonderful and they were so nice. The temperature checks went great. It was just, I'm used to temperature checks. I have to do it every day at the hospital and wearing 2 masks every day. So this is great.
I thought about it.
Yeah, and I thought something about having the Advent Health
People
workers
standing there.
standing there and doing the temperature checks.
Right.
It really went, for those of you who don't know, Advent Health is one of the local health systems, hospital systems here in Orlando. And I guess Disney has an agreement or a partnership with
Right.
Advent Health to provide the safety measures.
So the wonderful thing I felt about that is a lot of my friends got redeployed because the hospitals were so slow. So we're still actually at a point of redeployment. So to see all those Advent Health care workers taking temperatures and helping so many people here, it was a great feeling.
But right, there was something reassuring about having healthcare
Healthcare
workers
be here.
at
I
the
agree.
front.
I agree.
And it was very, it was a note. I mean, like I said earlier, it was maybe 3 seconds to get scanned. So even as more guests start to come, I can't see it being a point of, a long backup.
No.
Yeah, it was super fast.
No.
Yeah, it worked better.
Is
than
it better with the light? Good.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, these masks that my husband and I obviously are wearing are by Marion Mangello.
The Marion Mangello
The
Club.
Marion Mangello fan club, yes.
She's like a little tag.
She did a great job, and she's still making them. So if anyone needs a mask, she's still making them.
Be careful, she's still making them one by one.
She
so
is.
Next Dream Team
Yeah,
project.
exactly. But she's
I don't want to
still
start a
doing
sweatshop in the house.
Yeah,
not,
that's
I mean,
okay.
not again. Not
Listen,
after last
listen.
time. So what's been, again,
Hi,
not taking
Becky.
dinner out of the equation, what's been the best part about being here? Like, what has been the most enjoyable part about being here?
The cast. Like, you can tell the cast is they're just happy to be back.
Yeah.
Like, they seem as happy, if not happier, to be here than the guests are.
Right, I agree. Everybody's right.
So excited. They're all happy. It's almost like a cheerleader kind of feel when you come into Disney Springs.
I agree.
And I'm
Yeah.
thanking everybody left and right. Like,
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm doing the same thing.
Me
Like, thank you for
too.
being here. Thank you for
Right.
being back. Like,
Right.
welcome back. When I went live before, I was popping into each of the stores, and I was just thanking the person that was at the front, like, thank you for being back.
And
Like,
most
welcome
of
back
them
in.
knew who he was.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, you're back to eat. Are you?
Oh, it's Lou Mangello.
I had a shirt on that said,
Oh
don't
my
you know who
God,
I
I
am?
can't believe it. Becky.
That's my favorite. They call the ocean, tell them you work here.
Exactly.
So what for you has been the best part of coming back?
I think seeing, I don't know if everybody out here is a fan, but just seeing people back here.
Right.
Yeah.
After, we drive through property, I do a lot, just
Me too.
reminiscing, and seeing it empty has been so eerie. Even driving by Disney Springs and seeing not one car, around the parking lots or, walking through some of the areas, it just makes me happy to see it alive again and populated.
I agree.
I think those of us who are locals understand this idea that when we come to Disney or the parks or here or the resorts or someplace to eat, it's hard to articulate. We're just happy being there, right? There's something about being there. We don't have to go to a park and ride an attraction. We don't have to go to Disney Springs to even go somewhere to eat. There's something about being in this environment that makes us happy, and I did, and I sort of felt, not to be overly like wishy-washy and dramatic, but I sort of felt that swell in my heart again when I came here, and it was just hearing the background music, seeing the cast members again, like seeing people smile through their masks, like the cast members are radiating this joy, and so are the guests, I think. I mean, I really, look, we just came to eat at the Boathouse, and...
Shocker.
Yeah.
Wow.
Such a shocker.
Yeah, they're out of food.
But did you not, right, so don't bother going tonight, because they're out. But did you not feel from even the servers, like, just how excited they were to be back?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Of course.
You can see someone's soul in their eyes, and you can also see how elated a person is when they're here. And even, we're all masked, but the emotion you can see in someone's eyes is amazing.
What's so, Zach Brown,
So,
you can take your mask off while you're actually drinking something, it's okay. What has been for you, like, the best part of being back at Springs? Like, what does it feel like to you to be back? Come in so we can see you.
here, you can see
The
it.
camera's over here.
So imagine that there's this magical playground that we get to hang out in, and then for a while they tell you can't go play. And for them to open up the door and say you can go back in, and all your friends are there to play and do what you love to do, it just feels great. I mean, there's a feeling of peace, a feeling of just relaxation. Just to be here with my people and to enjoy something that we all love in common, it's fantastic. Just simply being here. And I know that sounds super cheesy, but
There's like a vibe though that you only get when you're here.
the
with
cast is
people.
excited to see you. You're
Yes.
excited to see them. Everybody is just happy. It's like we've rode out a storm or a hurricane. And we're all like, "You doing okay? Awesome. It's so good to see you." Everybody's in amazing spirits.
And I think you're echoing what we were all saying while you were going to get your cocktail. I hope you brought enough for everyone, Zach Brown.
Yeah.
It's the idea of just being back in here. Like, it didn't matter that most of the retail locations were closed or World of Disney isn't open. Okay, my son was upset about Lego not being open, but it not only saved me a couple of dollars, but it didn't matter because I was just happy.
But it was nice
wondering-
to see the stuff in the window waiting for me to buy it.
Yeah.
That was nice.
But how much, so it's not just about what we see, but about what we smell, about what we hear.
Yeah.
Like even so, the music, right? Having the music
yeah.
in the background. Come closer. Zach doesn't bite.
I'm sorry.
A lot.
Hard.
Right, he does sometimes. He's been drinking, so you never know. But it is even like, it's the music and the sound of the water behind, like all those things just made me so happy just walking around earlier today. And that's why I didn't leave. Like I didn't go home, I just sat.
In his favorite booth at the Boathouse.
Mr. Mangello, please, we really need this
We
table.
need a plaque.
But I did, like I was just, it brought me happiness just being, so we were just saying, so, like just coming back here, how does it sort of make you feel when you came back, and what was the best part of this for you?
So I actually got choked up just driving down Buena Vista today. Like from our houses to drive here, you drive on Buena Vista into Disney Springs, and needless to say, that's a road I haven't been on for a really long time. because the only reason you would drive on it would be to come here. And just driving down that road, sort of past where Old Key West and Saratoga are, and then getting here, I started to feel like a little choked up. And tonight, just like sitting here in the air and the for me, I think a big part of this is this background music. Hearing that again is really, really special. Yeah, I mean, it just feels like home, you know, and it's really, really nice. And it's not about the food or the shopping or anything. It's just about being here.
I'm going to pretend you didn't say that it's not about the food, because it's all about the food, right?
I think it's the tribe. We have the tribe back together.
Yeah.
Like the tribe's back together.
Yeah.
It feels like
It is. It's like a family reunion.
Yeah.
Like you've missed your family. So, Goldsworth, these again, you guys are locals too. This is your first day back. I'm so proud that you two went to the boathouse first, as you were supposed to do.
Absolutely.
You know.
The favorite.
So, what was it like, you know, coming back here for the first time?
Well, it was a little eerie coming down the road with no traffic.
It was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like zipped right here from the house, so that was really nice. Parking was easy. Didn't have to search for a space, but just being back and walking around and
it was the
having
atmosphere.
this feeling,
Missing the atmosphere.
Right.
Yeah. 'Cause I actually got stuck in Pennsylvania, so Heidi and I are locals, but I went back to Pennsylvania to visit my son and got stuck there for 2 months, and I really, really missed this place.
it snowed.
It snowed, it was cold and rainy.
Yeah. So I'm glad to have him back as well, but just being back. The other thing is that Disney Springs is attached to our home resort for DVC, and so this is home for us. It's attached to our Disney home, and
Yeah, it's interesting looking across the lake and seeing Saratoga sitting there
empty.
unoccupied.
Yeah.
Can I tell you? I'll tell you
Yeah,
what's weird. Like I played golf over at the Lake Buena Vista course yesterday, which is right next to goes through Saratoga Springs and Old Key West and everything, and it's just quiet. Like normally there would be people out on their balconies watching the golfers play. There's nothing. Like I had to drive through Saratoga Springs, and there's not a soul there. Like I mean, maybe you see a security van or something like that, but other than that, there's nobody, and it's eerily quiet.
I think that was a big part of that drive for me too, because we own our DVC at Boardwalk, but because it's so often available and kind of old hat at this point, like when my mom comes down here, she will a lot of times stay at Saratoga or Old Key West, for that vibe. And so that drive for me is like when my mom and her friend are staying at one of those places and I pick them up for school. Like my kids will stay the night there, and I'll come pick them up for school. So like to me, that's the morning drive to get my kids for school. Like, and I haven't done that obviously in forever. So yeah, I think
Nicholas,
that's nostalgic.
Come here. Come here.
We got Nicholas.
I want a young person's opinion, other than Zach.
Oh,
No, you're not here.
it's the opposite.
it's the opposite. You're young.
So Nicholas
here,
Peter,
Yes.
get in there, amigo. So I want you to sort of describe what it felt like coming back to Disney Springs for the first time, walking around, sort of the feeling that you got, the vibe that you got.
It was just like happiness to just see like all the nice cast members and just to see Boathouse again.
So well trained.
So happy to see.
Apple doesn't far fall from the
Yeah.
So, I mean, you spent some time just wandering around before, and even though a lot of stores are closed, you seem to just enjoy being able to be back in the
Yeah.
environment again.
I enjoyed just being like in the atmosphere of Disney Springs and everything.
And
then-
going shopping too,
Yeah.
right? It was nice to see some stores like you love Uniqlo. You went into Uniqlo.
New Marvel collection, so I had to get the Spider-Man shirt. I just had to.
We're going to work on the definition of the word "have to," but that's a private.
I needed to. It was a necessity.
All about the same.
So I mean, this has to be encouraging in terms of the first baby step. In terms of, you can come closer. I mean, never mind. Whoa, not that close. Watch the hands. But this first baby step towards some semblance of normalcy in terms of getting the parks open. I did. I was admittedly a little concerned before getting here about how I was going to feel, what it was going to be like. I know a lot of people online expressed the same thing.
Yeah.
I haven't felt restricted in any way. I haven't felt encumbered really in terms of where I can go. The directional guidelines are ones that we sort of follow anyway, and it made me sort of encouraged for what this is going to be like as we move to phase 2 and the rest of the retail and some of the Disney locations open as well, and then maybe as an indicator for what the parks are going to be like too.
Yeah. Well, to me, it's a good omen. The first day back was so well executed and so well received, and the spirit is still here, and it's not. I was afraid too that there would be a damper over everything of fear or apprehension, and we don't feel that at all. We also don't feel like people are taking risks. We feel people being respectful of the measures, and
that surprised me.
it
also
How compliant everybody has been.
I thought I might.
But I think it's a Disney thing.
It is
Like
a
it
Disney
is. It's
thing.
a Disney
Totally a
thing.
Disney thing.
And I'm not speaking about anyone else specifically, but if the mall opens, it's going to be different than if it's Disney because of.
Yeah, I mean,
we treat this place as our home, and we treat these people as our friends.
If we want to be here, these are the rules that we have to adhere to, and we're okay with that as long as we get to be here and do what we love to
I
do.
actually feel like more people are respectful here than they are at Publix.
Absolutely.
Where I go grocery shopping.
Right.
There are I see a lot more people, going the wrong way in the aisle and getting too close and not wearing a mask and all those other things.
But that's
there.
indicative of the way things always have been, right? We don't throw stuff on the ground here because we feel like it's our home. We're polite. We're more polite to other people. And we say, excuse me, like, I think that's just sort of what continues to bleed over. And I think this is a great example of that. Because I, too, was, not concerned, but I wondered what this vibe was going to be like when we walked in today.
I had a little anxiety about that, too. And I've been here twice today. I came and went earlier, and it's like it didn't skip a beat.
Yeah.
It's just like we're back. I mean, it's still a little abnormal, the masks and everything, but the spirit of it is still the same. It's still the
It's
same.
also very nice of them to arrange this weather for us.
Yeah, thank you, Walt. Thank you, Walt,
The Disney bubble.
for this weather today.
Yeah, we couldn't have asked for a better day weather-wise, and this doesn't bother me as much as I thought it would. Again, it's not Animal Kingdom in August, but it didn't. And if this is the price of being able to do this, it's a price I'm willing to pay.
And it's such a simple thing to be like, we all have it. You just kind of don't think about it after a while.
Yeah.
Well, plus at some point I'm going to get my fun designer Disney masks,
That's right.
and then I don't want to go back after that.
Are you going to put like your actual smile on there, or like a Brad Pitt face?
I was told that'd be creepy, but I'm going to try it anyway.
It's your mustache.
Well, I was saying before, I think that's what's going to start to happen. Like, assuming this has been going on for a while, we're starting to see that masks are becoming fashion accessories. Kenneth clearly color coordinated his mask and his shirt.
I'm like Johnny Cash. I'm the man in black. It's slimming. Yeah, that's what I'm going for after that meal tonight.
And somebody asked earlier on the live show if Disney was selling masks yet. And I don't know what it's going to be like when World of Disney opens. I would almost guess no. Now, to be clear, they sell masks in Japan.
They're on Shop Disney.
Sorry?
They're on the Shop Disney.
They're on
website
Shop
now.
Disney. But it's almost like I'm almost happy that they're not here day one, so it doesn't feel like they're taking advantage of the situation, as it were. But I do think it is, if this is going to be the normal for a while, then people want to start having fun with it. And we're seeing people here too, whether it's bandanas or the big neck things or even just masks that have different patterns and designs on it. You can start to turn something bad into something, that's fun too.
Yeah.
What are you most excited for in terms of, what's to come next? When do you come back? When do you come back to Disney Springs?
When Homecoming opens? When Morimoto opens?
That's Friday.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Morimoto, I know, is Friday. So Homecoming is actually taking advantage of the opportunity. They're expanding their outdoor seating area. It's called
Jason's Lounge.
No, it's called like Relax and social or something, or chill and social.
Oh, that outdoor area.
The outdoor area, like a covered,
Yes.
like, no, it's not that. But it is. It's something and social, meaning that it's meant to be, I assume it's going to be less of a reservation sit-down place than just an outdoor sort of lounge you can come and go
Is
from.
it Rise and Social?
No.
It's
like
whatever it was before, but it's more of a name.
Shine and Social.
Shine and Social.
Shine and Social.
Shine and Social. 'Cause it was always Shine Bar.
Yeah. But yeah, like I'm just happy sort of coming back and wandering a little bit. And there's so much more to eat. Look, we had dinner at the Boathouse. Where else we were going to go? And it's, you know, if you think I was crying before, and this was his first time, like you were inducted into the, you got his brand and everything. So.
You did it right. It was fantastic. Changed my life.
But they've adjusted in terms of, you know, they took advantage of the opportunity to update the menu and stuff too. And again, the staff was just so happy that people were there again. Yeah, it feels really, really good to be back.
I'm digging this music. I love this.
I need to sort of, I can't see with my glasses on, and this table is not conducive for this tripod at all. So somebody said, can you smell Ghirardelli? So Ghirardelli is not open yet. There's a few places. Is Ghirardelli open?
I don't think it is.
I don't think Ghirardelli is open. Right, Ghirardelli is not open, but we can see that the waterside seating and the outdoor seating has been distanced, right? There's far fewer tables, but it doesn't feel, you know, there's clearly less tables, but it doesn't feel awkward or, you know, that you're miles apart from the next table.
No, but I don't know if you told everyone too, everything closed early.
Oh no, I did right. So
Nothing stayed open past, I want to say 7.
Retail.
Yeah, retail. Yeah.
Okay.
All the stores closed pretty early. But the restaurants were open. I think they're open until 9. I want to say.
Retail closed at 6.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what time the restaurants close. I know it's earlier than normal, but it's day one. It's day one.
Whatever you sound like
This is my masked voice.
I was going to say, is this your sexy masked voice? It's like the masked mask.
It's my smolder voice.
Oh, smolder.
Watch. I'm going to give Kenneth the smolder again.
Ooh, can't take it.
That is a little creepy, just so you know, okay? Please don't do that ever again.
Not with her in the middle.
Oh my God, like, that was the weirdest thing in the world I did. It's like super weird.
Horse just got shoved out of the hole.
It's weird.
I'm trying to. I see my glasses are getting fogged up again, so I can't read. So Paul asked if Boathouse had its regular menu. They took about 15 items off the menu for no other reason than just updating the menu and a little bit more efficiency. We actually got a sneak peek at a new dessert menu item, which...
Oh my God.
So again, you hear me say all the time, I'm not a sweet guy, but
there's a piece of chocolate cake that it was essentially an entire chocolate cake, but it was like 18 inches high.
It's the size of a dictionary.
Yeah, it looked like a book.
The best was when the chef came over and explained how they make it. And so did the pastry chef. It was crazy.
And it weighs about 11 pounds. I mean, there's a lot of cake in there too.
A lot of cake.
So the baked Alaska is gone, but this easily serves 8 people like without even blinking an eye.
And it was so decadent. I remember, like Lisa was saying, the ice cream cuts the sweetness of the cake.
Right, it comes with about 11 scoops of ice cream on the side. Yeah, but it was a nice way to finish off. But the old favorites are there. There's some new items on the menu.
The tuna poke is still there.
The tuna poke, my God, the tuna
The
is
cedar
just
plank salmon was good. That's new, right? Cedar plank
a
salmon.
lot of lobster.
That
A lot of lobster
was
going on.
excellent. So good.
There's new tacos on there, but it's funny because nobody offered me a taste of
The pimento dip.
the
dip.
pimento dip.
It's like chilaquiles, and the pimento dip is like the new thing. That's the new move.
By the way, he just saved you from me criticizing the fact that I was sitting right next to you.
like 12 times.
Never once.
And you kept saying
She's
no.
like, oh, do you want any of these? Oh, no, I'm sorry, there's nothing left.
I did offer you.
was trying to move us on.
The pimento dip is so good.
So good.
And the salsa was good.
Yes.
Yeah, so they have a couple new appetizers. Deanna, how good was the pimento dip?
She has some in her purse right now.
She literally took it with her.
Okay, wait. Sorry. Okay, so I took the dip home. I'm not gonna lie. I asked them for it to go. I have a whole two big things of chips, pimento dip, and salsa.
What's the smell?
So good. And you know what? I'm not
Ashamed.
embarrassed to say or ashamed at all. It was probably the best thing I ate tonight. I have to
So
say.
we can basically take a bag of chips and just dip them in Deanna's purse.
Tomorrow morning, there's gonna be scrambled eggs just smothered in pimento cheese dip.
I think
so
the
good.
pimento goes good on everything. So yeah, it was this was really a great way to
we're
kick.
like, remember the pimento dip?
We're saying that now, and it was like an hour ago.
I would have put that on the cake.
It was so good. And it's just, I didn't feel like the menu was actually missing anything.
No, I didn't either. Yeah. And what we're seeing too is throughout the day and tonight, a lot of people are walking around or sitting down like with cocktails. What I mean is that what I'm trying to say is that, like you said before, it feels like we didn't miss a beat.
Yeah.
Like we're coming back and just you're able to do the things that you haven't been able to do in such a long time. People are comfortable. The cast is comfortable. I've been meaning to try and read questions, and I can't. Somebody said that they're coming over tomorrow. Your mother is there. She said, "Stop drinking so much."
I'm sorry.
Wait. No, not you. Your mother. Oh, your mother.
Hi, Mom. It's the only thing that lets me take my mask off.
It's a get out of jail free card.
That's her, Paulette. That's her 7th one tonight. I'm just saying. So, quarantine with the kids has been tough. I'm just saying. She's not saying that the kids make her drink, but she's not saying that. So, oh my God, this is the worst table for this.
Broke it. You broke the table.
The table has holes in it, by the way, just so you know. So it's like
It's made by the Swiss.
it's like I'm trying to do like a Jenga thing over here.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a plate or something.
Derek says to drink more loopholes.
Thank you. Cheers.
I'm not sure she was talking out to you specifically. So there is seating both indoor and outdoor for most of the restaurants. You were at Wine Bar George for lunch.
Yeah.
You ate inside.
Yeah. There were people outside though.
Boathouse outside was full. It was packed.
Seating.
And I think we saw at, there was somewhere else that was inside. STK has outside seating as well too. And I know the Patina restaurant groups are opening on Friday.
Polite Pig
So-
is open.
This Friday.
Polite Pig is open. I was really, Chicken Guy is open.
Yes.
The Four Rivers Cantina truck is also open.
Jocks isn't yet.
None of the Disney restaurants
Yeah,
are
I
open
know.
yet. Which means we're going to have to keep on coming back. Not for us, it's for you. It's for you. We want to make sure that you're safe when you come
Fear
here.
the
Supporting
burden.
the local economy.
That's right.
Scroll back, will you?
Scroll back.
Yeah.
The boats are not running at the boathouse. How was Wine Bar George?
Delicious. Wine Bar George is always delicious.
The BLT.
The BLT is the move.
That your dad?
Yeah.
Lunchtime and
We're
meal.
cross promoters.
So good.
Cheers, Dad.
Somebody wants to know what you're drinking.
Moscow Mule.
Jeremy Goff says, "Is this the Blair Witch Project?" I'm so excited right now.
You should listen.
They told me not to go.
I love you, Jeremy.
We just need somebody to stand in the corner, just like facing the wall, like a little boy in Spaceship Earth.
Like, for someone to walk up on that conversation, that sounds really creepy.
Well, there was a creepy moment.
There was a
It was a creepy moment.
somebody said it was like watching the Blair Witch Project.
Oh, okay, that is.
There's context. There you are.
Yeah, that's very creepy.
Hey, Paul Clark.
You know what though? What honestly, like the best part of this is, and I'm not trying to be all like weird and sappy. It's this, right? It's being able, like, I did. I missed like human interaction. I missed human contact. Like I missed going out to dinner and going out to lunch and just walking through here together, just being stupid and laughing and having fun like it is. Like I missed it a lot. Like
I missed arguing about which way is quicker to get over to the other side.
But it is like I did.
Yeah, well, that's my
Who disagrees with this? We also disagree about what parking garage you should park in, so
it's a long
we agree to
list.
disagree.
I'm a line guy. I'm a line guy too.
But I am like I missed the social interactions, and I'll tell you. So ignore the. We went out to lunch last week at a non-Disney restaurant, which, by the way, you should find and frequent. It's called Toasted. It's a grilled cheese restaurant about 5 minutes outside property.
Are delicious.
And I recommend it not only because the food is fantastic, including their hamburgers, but during the pandemic, early on, they were offering free lunches to any student that walked in off the street and just needed a lunch, and I will forever be a Toasted supporter, not even because of how good it is, but simply because of that.
Absolutely. They were really designing that program for the kids in food insecurity who lost the subsidized meals from school when the schools closed. And when that happened, they stepped in, and all over town in several different locations that they have, they were offering free meals to any child that was in a school that needed it. And it was a great thing to see. And I know they were giving away quite a few meals. I talked to Sal, the guy who runs it here in Orlando, and they were giving away quite a few. And it was.
So you know what I'm going to do? The next time I go to Toasted, which will probably be very soon, I'm going to buy a gift card or a couple of gift cards, and I'm going to give them away to give you a reason and give you an excuse to go and visit and frequent and support Toasted. I believe in supporting the local businesses as much as Disney, and when businesses are doing the right thing by people, I will be there. I will be happy to support them. So that's what I'll do. Yeah, I'll get a gift certificate to Toasted. I mean, we'll eat there. Try the sweet heat burger. It's so good.
That's the move there for sure.
So, all right. So, assuming everything is open tomorrow, where do you go to eat next?
Assuming everything here were
Assuming
open.
tomorrow everything opens up, or right now.
I would go to Homecoming.
Yep.
Where do you go next to eat?
You can pass me. I have to think about it. I'm still stuck on my pimento cheese.
Where do you go next?
You know, I haven't been there in a long time, but I want to go to T-Rex.
Yeah, there you go.
Triple appetizer thing with like the 3 layers.
You know, I walked in there today. I forget how neat of an environment
It
that
is.
is.
It's
You
really
know,
cool.
especially like if you have kids or are a kid.
T-Rex.
Yeah.
T-Rex.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Or if you have little arms, you know.
I do have little.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we got a polite pig. I also agree with that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm a Raglan Road guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I go
They
back
have
to
good pudding.
Jocks.
Oh,
Yeah, Jock.
Jock Lindsay's.
Yeah.
You got live
But I haven't
entertainment.
been there
You can't
since the
beat
new
that.
menu.
Oh well, we gotta go.
I know we
Go for
do.
Black and
If
Tan.
only there was somebody.
If only somebody would want to go eat with me at Jock Lindsay's. That's not Jason.
Late night.
So where do you go next? Where do you go eat next, Gold? Where's eat Gold?
Where are we going to eat next? Where are we eating next, Gold? Where are they?
Where are we eating? What?
Where
Where
are
are
you
we
Come
going
here. Where do
next?
you? What?
We're ready for homecoming.
Assuming that everything is open, where do you go
Art
next?
Smith.
Homecoming, no doubt.
Art Smith's homecoming.
Sweet tea shine and fried chicken
Oh
and mac
my
and
God,
cheese.
yes. Sweet
There you
tea
go.
shine.
Nobody has said Morimoto.
Clearly, my
or
friends
Weinberg.
all have a drinking problem. Where do you go next?
Biscuits.
Homecoming.
Wow.
Homecoming and Play Pig.
Nobody said
Nobody said
Morimoto.
Morimoto.
And nobody said Wine Bar George.
I just went to Wine Bar. I would have said Wine Bar George.
So we'll have to go for omakase and Morimoto. Nicholas Peter Mangello, where do you go? Assuming everything is open, where do you go to eat next?
Boathouse.
All right.
That's my son, by the way, right there. That is my son.
Nicholas, do you like oysters?
Yes.
You eat oysters.
Oh my God, the oysters were so good. A lot of people saying Morimoto. Becky says any bar with snacks, obviously.
That's Jocks.
Raglan Road, Dragon Road, Polite
Is that
Pig.
any place you're not? Is that,
Yes, sir.
But, I mean, how nice would it be to sit outside, like on Reggie the boat tonight with a whole bunch of us?
Absolutely.
And just get a bunch of appetizers at Jocks?
yeah.
That's the kind of stuff that we miss. Like, you know, again, everybody here is local, right? Like, that's the reason why we moved here. It's not to go and ride Space Mountain or Flight of Passage or even Rise of the Resistance. It's so we're able to just do those things. A friend of mine years ago, Glenn, said, you know, Disney World becomes your park. It becomes the place that you just go to hang out with friends. That's what makes this place so special. For me, the fact that I'm able to do this, not and just broadcast from here, but that I'm able to do it with all of you. Except Jason.
Yes.
So sweet.
I'll cry later.
So, well,
I'm just thinking. I don't know why I can't remember. I was just thinking about the bow, right? The wave. it just entered my head.
you know what? I had sake today for lunch. That was fantastic.
Where?
Where's Nicholas?
Where?
I had a taiyaki today.
I thought you just said you had sake.
That's what I thought.
No.
You
You said
I
that.
didn't.
I was like,
Yeah, I was like, you had sake for
I had
lunch?
There's a
Where
three
did you
sake
have
line.
sake?
First of all, don't judge me if I did. Drinky
There's nothing wrong
Magoo.
with that. I just want to know where you got it.
Yeah.
So
And why we didn't have any.
clearly they've never been to Disney Springs before. So Yasake is the little
Yasake.
quick serve-
Okay, I know
right,
about it.
right next to Wetzel's Pretzels near the AMC Theater. I made a poke bowl. I had a taiyaki. It was fantastic. Sitting right by the water. I loved it.
Let's go do
I
that.
loved it. It's
Round two.
So when we're back in, are we going to go to Epcot and do a WDW drink around the world? Oh.
clearly Heidi has her priorities. She's very single-minded about where she wants to go. But,
Yes, I love drinking around the world.
so, well, look, I appreciate you guys, you all, spending the day and the night and dinner with me. I appreciate you tuning in today, sharing this out with your friends, really being part of this community. I cannot wait to not only do this again and start broadcasting again from Springs and the parks, but I miss seeing you in person. I miss Meets of the Month. I miss handshakes and hugs, virtually and otherwise. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for being here. And quickly go around the horn. When everything gets back to normal, what is the one thing you are most excited for coming back to Disney?
When everything
is back to normal.
I'm excited to see the Tron cycles.
Oh, yeah.
He's like jumping.
I'm with Kenneth. Tron all the way.
That's opening in like
I just want to go on
2022.
Big Thunder again. That's
Rise
my
the
favorite.
Exhibition
Rise the
Everest.
Resistance.
Just walking around World Showcase at night.
Sweaty hugs with Lou.
Yeah, dude, I can make that happen right now.
Galaxy's Edge.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm with Zach. Rise of the Resistance all the way.
World Showcase.
Yeah, sister.
She and Heidi will be spending, obviously, time together. You know, for me,
I know.
I got Nick. Oh, no, didn't you say, didn't you send, go ahead.
What'd you say, Nicholas?
You said Galaxy's Edge.
Galaxy's Edge.
You said Galaxy's Edge. So I think for me, I'm losing my voice. I think for me, sorry, puberty comes once every 50 years or so. I do look forward to just stepping foot back into Magic Kingdom, seeing the castle. I want to hear the music on Main Street again. I want to see the train and the trolley and the citizens and the popcorn.
I want to hear the barbershop Dapper Dan
Yeah.
sing.
I want to hear the trash cans smack the lid.
No, I'm so happy there's no trash. I'm so happy there's no. Right now the trash cans are being held open,
The
so I don't miss
smell
that
of the
sound.
popcorn, the smells.
The confectionery.
The last time I went, they were out of popcorn when I left, so I need some.
Yeah.
Need to be refilled.
There's a lot that we miss, including and especially you. So thank you for being. Wow. Thank you for being here. I love and appreciate you guys. Have a good night. See ya.
We did a marathon weekend.
It's like the end of the love road.
I got what I do anyway. Let's get him for a
I didn't get to say bye.
Wait. Oh, it's Iggy. It's Iggy Torres from Iggy Torres TV. Wow, I can't speak. From Iggy Torres TV. Wait. So come here. What's been the best part of your day today?
Oh, just walking
Other than this
around.
moment right here, right now.
That was going to be it. But walking around, being here, feeling, just seeing people and being able to just talk to people, see all the Disney stuff, it's been unbelievable. And I tell people, you don't understand it unless you live here and you know what you've been missing for the last 3 months. This just makes up for it. A little wait. I can't wait for y'all to open.
It's time to start thinking about coming back. Things are going to start opening soon. Again, I'm going to plug Mouse Fan Travel because I think, especially after all this, you see the importance of having somebody that you can go to, not only help make your plans, but answer questions and solve problems as they come back. So go give Becky and the team at Mouse Fan Travel some love. I love you. I appreciate you. See you soon.